from the 80s, right? They're not making that exact model, but there's still tons of computers out there. Great. It's great. It serves you. It serves its purpose. It serves your needs, but it's obsolete. That's what I mean. That's my definition of obsolete, meaning that it does exist, but it's not necessarily something that you're going to run across. It's a random find.
It's not common.
It's very.
It's not useful
it's not
nowadays
common.
to a degree.
But it's useful for you.
Yeah.
That's why.
If I'm stagnant.
It's something that's reliable that you're really used to can really serve your purpose more than something that's brand new that you don't know how to use at all.
Okay, so let's leapfrog into another conversation.
Got it. Now,
where all have you?
I just want to say, maybe this is a little different for me. I don't know. I'm married, but I get to have fun, so I don't even care about.
You don't got to break down your relationship.
I don't care. No, I don't care about if I meet a girl. I don't care if she's like a good girl, this, that, and the other. I don't care. Like I'm looking for some fun with you, and then we out of here.
I got to put my quick 2 cents on this.
Do you have a contractual relationship, or what are we talking?
No. Me and my wife likes girls.
Oh, she do.
Okay.
So.
Oh, so that makes sense now.
I would high five you, but I'm.
No, yeah, my wife likes girls. So if I see a girl that I like, I'm like, hey, what's up? I'll introduce her. You see me in the club, man. I'll be there.
I've never met you before in my life.
I don't know where my button at.
All right.
Man, thank you. Like I said, you see me in the club. You see what I do when I'm in the club. I'm gonna describe. I'm gonna tell you. He'll tell you too. I'm in the club. My wife worked the club with me. She's a waitress. I'm in the club. Do I not? I'm in there smacking ass, talking shit to these girls, doing all kinds of shit, and she just walking up like, "Oh, you guys having fun? You want a drink? We should do a shot together." Come on, man. Do I really care about a quality woman right now? I already got one at home.
I mean, look what line of work he's in. And you know what? I got to touch before we move too far off in that particular topic. I got to talk about that. When we talk about relationships and shit like that, I got to shout out my man, Coach Greg Adams, for one time. He said 90% of the time, the relationship you in is going to end. It usually does. 90%.
Why did you feel the need to say that just now?
Because it's true. Name how many relationships you done had and didn't work out.
What that got to do with anything we was just discussing?
No, we was talking about in the past.
Okay.
You didn't hear me?
It's nice being in the 10% because I've been with mine for 20 years.
That's what I'm saying. His is an exception to the rule. I didn't say all. I said majority. That's the problem right there.
Yeah.
That's really the problem. And usually, whatever differences it is, all right, cool. But we already know based on this conversation what and how and what's the problem.
The woman.
He said it, not me.
Back to the passport bros. Where all have you traveled, or where does your type mainly exist?
So me personally,
In Thailand,
man,
chicks with dicks.
We not doing that.
Yeah, no. Hey,
I'm not the one wearing pink. So you the one pink down here, but
all right.
Answer his questions. Answer his questions.
So I have for me, it's like I've only been as far as like maybe Canada and other different states within the U.S. So I know we're going to Italy in July.
Okay.
So then I'll have a better answer for that question. But
I thought you took that one trip.
Which one?
I wasn't joking about the Thailand.
No, I didn't.
Well,
go yet.
half joking. I thought you took that trip.
No, I didn't go yet.
Oh, okay.
That's something that'll happen more in November. That's their summertime.
Oh.
Do you have trip bros or a trip group you're with, or you just do your own thing?
I mean, I have friends that I would go with.
Okay.
But we're not we're going because we like to travel and like to go to different places. That would just be a side thing. Like I'm not ever going to sit up here and go to some place because I'm trying to meet a woman. Like no woman dominates my thought process.
Yeah, you like to explore new sites. It's
I
not just
want
about
different things. I understand the concept of passport bros because I've been in multiple relationships here, and then you just see the interaction. And I can understand the concept because the core values that they're raised off of, and the way that they're, still taught to kind of the man is the head. That's not really what's taught here. Everybody here is like, oh, we equals. We not equals. Everybody has a role to play.
So have you been with a woman where English was not her first language?
No.
Several.
Oh yeah. How was that? How was that experience?
He means pause. I think he means been in a relationship. With
Oh,
a woman
relationship?
that not just
I
tag.
mean,
well,
I know
listen,
this is anonymous.
The relationship can last like an hour.
5-10 minutes. You fucked up. See what I mean?
I was still waiting to hear your answer to the question.
Still a relationship, whether it's an hour.
Those are relations, not relationships.
That's very true.
See,
If I had a relationship with that woman for an hour,
Technically, he's right about that because relationship don't have to be a long period of time.
I've never looked up the definition of the word.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It could be, however long you want it to be.
honestly, we're building a relationship here right now.
See what I mean?
Just
I don't
doing
like
this.
to hear that a man wants a relationship with me in
Right.
any capacity, but thank you.
How about a friendship? Let's call it a friendship. We ain't about
The
to say
friendship,
a homie ship.
But listen, the friendship is still a relationship. The relationship is that we're friends. Our relationship is that we are friends.
It's just the way most American mentalities hear the word relationship. We think couple.
I agree.
All right. Let's
And hold
move.
up, but again, my time in Canada, I got a broader perspective on that topic. I can say
It's the
relationship-
pink,
I can-
man. I think it's the pink.
No,
It's the
I can
pink.
say I have a relationship with somebody. All right, go ahead.
Let me ask y'all this. Based on the passport bro situation, how the hell you think we got here? I already know we touched on it, but expand, we're gonna expand more on how did we get here? Do you think it was something that was planned over time or men been doing it for a long time?
I think it is a consequence of choice. I think the guys, most men have started to really sit and chop it with each other, and they all running across the same problem. And so, well, how do we resolve? I mean, men are planners, they're builders, so they're always going to try and find a way around a problem. And if we're all having a common problem, how do we find a solution? You're always going to have one dude to be like, oh, I went to Colombia, and they knew how to treat somebody there. It's like, we should go to Colombia. Then it just propagates.
I think the issue for me is women started talking about niggas ain't shit when niggas didn't start taking care of their kids. Like, I think that's part of the biggest problem. Maybe it might go back further, like maybe like the drug epidemic. You had single parent homes, dudes wasn't around, maybe they was strung out on drugs or left for whatever reason. You got a lot of years or a lot of decades of niggas ain't shit, he ain't doing this, he ain't doing that. And I think that's what it stems from, honestly.
I mean, but that's not really the man's fault as much. It would be as much the man as the woman's fault because
No, you're right.
we men, it's not easy for dudes to necessarily. Not all dudes. Clearly, you're on a different level. But it's not easy for all dudes to just come walking in and get some relations, as you would call it, or relationship for an hour, 90 minutes, whatever you want to call it. I mean, we have to work for it. So the woman is the gatekeeper of her vagina. Now, if you lay down with somebody that ain't worth nothing, then you got ain't worth nothing results.
Do you believe in soul ties when you do lay with somebody?
I think there are soul ties that when you do lay with somebody, yeah.
How long do you think? Are you eternally connected to them, or does
I
it?
think there is a connection that is some sort of bonding that will kind of go on. I mean, I don't think it's necessarily supernatural, but if you go scientifically, like if you come and you shoot up the club on a girl, that DNA stays in her forever.
That's
I
true.
said the same thing, just like the story of Freddy Krueger. He's supposed to be the son of 1,000 maniacs.
Yeah.
Look how he turned out to be.
Yeah, and it's been research done that shows that, like, if you have a woman that's had multiple partners where she's had multiple DNA imprint and you happen to make a child, that woman, that still has an effect on that oncoming offspring.
I always forget the name of that word, but you're right. Even though they call it pseudoscience, there's a name for that term of a bunch of guys ejaculating in a
Yeah.
woman. I keep trying to look it up. I keep forgetting what it's called.
Because she has a canal, and every time you enter her, that's where it takes in all the men's,
And I want to leave my imprint on several women.
Yep.
So,
In several women. No, I'm joking.
I got a question for you.
Several
specifically.
thousand.
And listen, I'm Shane Sung. I'm snatching souls.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't word it like that.
So, what do you like most about being a strip club DJ?
Outside of the obvious.
Being around naked women all day and playing the music that
Yeah.
keeps them going.
That's the obvious.
Keeps the crowd going. Come on, man. Like, my personality, I like to be out there, like to talk to people. Like I said, you see me in the club. I'm out there. I'm always talking to customers, trying to have fun, doing shots. Just talking to whoever. Keep the party going. And I've always been like that. And that's, my motivation. Excuse me.
Now, have you ever been in a situation where security's across the room, but this girl needs saving, a bouncer, you just assume the
I've
role?
thrown myself in many situations where my ass should not have been anywhere near it.
Okay.
I don't have a problem stepping up, taking care of whatever. If a girl got a problem, I'm there.
Does
I think that's part of the reason why they respect me.
do they break more bread with you at the end of the night?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Bread is a metaphor.
Amongst other things, yeah. That's what he wants to say. That's what he wants to say. That's what he wants to say. That's what he wants to
It
say.
doesn't hurt
they
to
give
be
offerings.
6'5"
Yes.
when he has more of a domineering presence. Can't tell with all the pink and sitting down.
They pay their time.
Now, were you a
They pay their
DJ?
tithes.
Were you a DJ prior to working at the strip club?
No.
You learned for the job. Okay.
Like I said, I didn't get to finish the story. It was basically the guy got sick. They was like, hey, we know you sound good on the mic. I know you know the music, da 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 da. Go up there and just DJ, keep the girls going for the next 2 hours. Killed it. Everybody loved it. It was like, yo, we're going to get you to do this again. You're doing good.
So do you travel to other cities and DJ too, or you just stick to?
I said, I don't have enough time. I work 8 shifts a week, so I'm working 5 shifts over at Trump's. I'm working 3 over at Henry's. So when do I have time to travel? This is my only day off.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Right.
Sunday's my only day
Well,
off.
thank you for giving us a little bit of your time. Appreciate
No problem, man.
So let me ask you this: what about being in this business that people sees but actually don't know? You know, being in that life, being around all the women, and then
Honestly, it's not everything is cooked out to be, man. Like, these girls got real problems. You got to listen to them. You got to talk to them. Some of them don't have fathers. And some of them I might be a father figure. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, she gonna give me something tonight. It's, oh, Brian, you know, I'm short of my rent. And like, you still got to talk to them. They're still human beings at the end of the day. You got to understand, you know, they women just like anybody else. It's just I'm dealing with a bunch of women at the same time.
now I got a hard hitting question for you. So being around women and being around the nature of women, does it make it harder for you to trust women?
I'll give them chances, but once they betray my trust, it's a wrap. Simple as that. I'll give them a chance. I'm not going to give them chance after chance after chance.
Can you
I'm
see?
not enabling.
Can you see the signs of a drug addict? Very easy. Because I'm sorry, I'm correlating with a lot of them might be dancers, but is it?
Some of them yes, some of them no. Some of them hide it with pretty well. Some of them you can, yeah.
Okay. And how does the club still just let them get up and dance? Well, I'm not saying it happens at those 2 clubs you work at, but do clubs typically still let them dance as long as they can pay their tip out, or they try to get them out of there? Like, we don't want you even.
When it becomes a problem for the club, then they get them out usually. Like, I've actually seen girls OD before, and then they let them come back. But some clubs, I've seen girls OD and it was a wrap for them. So, I mean, it all depends on the club. It all depends on the manager. It all depends on the scenario. Like, it just, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So let me ask you this: what's your type of woman? All of them, or just do you have a certain type? I gotta know.
I can take this one.
You know my type?
It's tight.
Go for
Oh,
it.
I can't
Big
wait.
fake tits. As long as you got big fake tits, you own. That's not an admission. That's just if you got that, it don't matter what else is wrapped up in. If it has that, I ain't seen them turn it down yet.
Now, big fake.
He's not wrong.
Now, what if hypothetically you get the girl pregnant, she has kids? Now she can't breastfeed. You don't factor in stuff like that?
I can make a formula, nigga. It's not a problem.
I just natural milk would be better.
Listen, both my baby mamas got fake tits.
I didn't need to know that, but okay.
No, that drop's crazy. That drop is crazy.
That impressed me.
Wait, what? Do that again?
Creepy.
Charlie Murphy,
Dog,
salute.
What's fundamentally wrong with y'all?
Hey, these
That's hilarious.
these are sound bites.
Oh my god.
Hey, if you think
Oh my
that,
God.
hey, I got one more for you. There you go.
I like that too.
There you go.
But no, both my baby mamas got, they got implants. So, I mean, it's always been a thing that I like. So, yeah, he's not wrong about that. Personality wise, just don't stress me out, man. Don't be on no bullshit. Don't lie to me. And other than that, I'm good.
That's
Like,
every dude.
yeah, like, but I think I have very basic needs from a woman.
What's
Like,
more,
I don't even care if a woman can cook or not.
so what's more important to you, the mental or the physical? Both of you, both of you.
For me, I like the physical, and then I'll get to know your personality. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, you are a man. We are visual creatures.
Yes, yeah. If I don't see what
I
I
still
like,
feel like
off
that's
rip,
backwards. I gotta say it.
If I don't see
What?
what If I don't like what I see off rip, what's the point of trying to get to know you?
So you backwards?
No, I agree.
No.
I'm just saying I feel like it's backwards. We men just backwards in that regard.
Oh,
Why
what?
would that be backwards? I can't see a personality.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because
That's
you
the
know we
internet.
like what we like. We like ass. We like hey, come
You
on.
know, yeah,
That's what we like, yeah.
He just looked at my Instagram. He swears nothing but porn on there.
It's nothing but porn on there. What do you mean?
It's just a bunch of white girls with fake titties.
So
How's that porn?
So that-
Here, hold on. Wait, watch it.
Here
Here, watch this.
we go.
Scroll through my IG.
I will pass.
I got my algorithm. Listen, I got my algorithm trained to show me nothing but white girls, food, basketball, and clothes.
I ain't gonna lie.
Can I ask you a question?
I ain't gonna lie. I like her right here.
Which one?
This one right here. Can't show it, but yeah.
What about the
look at
black?
that.
What about
Look
the
at
black?
that.
What about the black girls?
You barely scrolled through one time, and what about them?
Right.
You said white girls.
Yeah.
You didn't say nothing about Asians. You didn't say nothing about Hispanics. You didn't say nothing about black
The
girls.
Hispanic girls in there. There ain't no black girls on my timeline.
Yeah.
Oh really?
There's not one black girl. on
Did
my
you
timeline.
purposely filter them out, or that just came automatically?
When you sit there, like I just sat there and just liked what I like, and then it started showing me what I like, and they just got pushed to the side.
Okay. And you never thought to bring them back? Man, I ain't seen nobody who look.
Okay, I think I know what you're trying to ask him.
I'm not trying to ask nothing.
Basically, what he's saying. Well, I would say this. I would say this for the both of us. So your type is basically of the Caucasian's persuasion, pretty much.
Yeah.
Milk of my magnesia?
Hey, listen, man. Be nice to the white girls.
I don't even know what that quote means. I just always say it.
So that's your type.
Yeah. Pretty much.
That's
Always.
always.
Yeah.
I mean, I like some Spanish girls. I always tease them. I just tell them, "You nothing but a white girl with a taco."
So what about black
I like the
girls?
Spanish girls.
Black girls at 0? You got them?
I never heard that one before. But
Right.
Hey, man, I got a couple of them. But the Asian girls, you ain't nothing but a white girl with fried rice. Like, it sounds very racist. Yes, I know, but
Hey, you got him grabbing his head. I never see him do that before. He usually the wild person on the show.
But
But you got him grab.
that's
Hey,
offensive.
hey.
That's offensive. But
I mean, it's not.
so y'all don't no both of you, neither of you like black girls, or as far as all your preferences of women, that's the bottom.
listen,
that's
I know you're a black girl, Erica Badu advocate, but no, none of that is on my timeline.
Yeah,
Okay? None of that is on my timeline.
Is there what's the catalyst for both of you where you said either I'm done with black women or I just never liked them? What's our
Oh,
catalyst?
I wouldn't say it. I never liked them.
Okay, so I can tell you why I stopped messing with black girls, but I don't know if you really want me to say it.
It ain't what you say; it's how you say it.
I'm gonna be blunt.
Okay.
I got tired of black girls sitting there talking about, oh, you like your dick sucked? You're nasty. Oh,
They would tell you this.
Yeah,
That's
you
weird.
gotta understand. Like,
I've never
I'm
heard that.
Well, how old are you?
Where did you hear that from? Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Detroit.
Yeah, you just
I graduated Mumford High School.
I don't need to know all that, but most black women don't say shit like that.
Man, growing up, when I was younger, you want your dick sucked? Listen, it was this bad. When I went to Bobian. I was in middle school. I had a little girlfriend. We was all walking down the street after school because I was about to head to my boy's house to play some video games. We're in front of a party store right there in Wyoming, and a bunch of girls jump her just because they heard she sucks dick.
So I think you have to
I'm
add
dead-ass
context
serious.
of timeline to this. That's the difference.
Okay, yeah. So I
So-
graduated in '97. So that's why I was trying to ask y'all age. I'm 46 now.
Okay.
So I had a different generation of black girls to deal with than maybe y'all had.
I would say this. Let me.
Like, you get what I'm saying?
Let me.
Was
let
that
me-
one
Hold on.
experience?
Let me chime. Let me
No,
chime.
I have several.
Let me chime in on what he said. I would say this. I was in middle school by the time that happened, but I have heard girls say, "Ugh, you do that." I have heard girls in my class, "Ugh, I would never do that."
Yeah.
That was a
Yeah.
taboo thing,
Yeah.
even though it wasn't as outspoken as it is today.
Yeah.
Today, everybody, all the girls proud they still doing it.
So what kind of sports teams do y'all like?
Man, that was random. Man, what the-
Oh,
Terrible.
Excuse me.
I mean,
Wrong one. Hold on.
I mean,
Hold up. I thought you wanted to talk about this. You want to have a real conversation?
I was just
thought
saying,
you
man. You just,
How we go from that to sports? Unless we talking about baseball.
I like black women. You're right. You pretty much summed me up. Erica Badu type women.
Yes, yeah.
Beautiful. I like natural black,
Go ahead.
kinky, curly fro. Don't straighten it. Make it be wavy. It could be wavy, but
I got
we just different. We just
I
different.
understand, and I'm the negative version of Dr. Umar.
So
I get it.
So I got
Yeah, and you can still be friends with them though.
I gotta know one
I can
thing.
be cool with him.
I gotta know one thing. Okay, you said what you said about the fellatio aspect, but was there something else that turned you off about him beside that?
Also, I grew up in the time of the whole Tupac thing. Everybody was on Tupac's dick. All the girls, ooh, I want a thug, I want a thug. I love thugs. I'm not that kind of dude, man. I ain't that kind of dude. Ain't nothing been thug about me my whole entire life. I'm not one of them. So, man, if you don't stop,
That's
what's
camera.
your problem, man?
I'm with you. I'm with you.
So anyway, I ain't never been that type of dude. And then there was one conversation. I'll never forget this. I'm talking to one of my boys, and his sister's giving me a hard time about dating white girls. But in the same breath, we had veered off, and she said, and I'll never forget this. She said, "Fuck that. A nigga with a job can't do shit for me."
Even back then.
Back then, she said that.
Wow.
After she just gave me a hard time about me liking white girls. She said, she sat there in that same conversation, "Fuck that, a nigga with a job can't do shit for me." So you want a nigga that's out in the street hustling all the time and possibly might not come home because niggas might want to come after him or something, rather than the dude that's gonna have a job and just be stable and be there for your ass, I'm good. And it's too many, to me, it's too many black girls that think like that. I've met a lot of them.
can't
I've met
argue
a
with
lot
that.
I
of
can't
them.
argue with that.
I've met a lot of them. I'm tired of it. I was sick and tired of it. Plus, it don't hurt that when I meet a white girl, they're like, "Oh, I bet you got a big dick. I want to suck it."
You mind if I check?
Yeah.
No,
now,
yeah,
now if
sure.
you want to change the
See,
subject, now if you want to change the
It's a high
subject, now you can
priority
change.
list. It's
Now
gotta
you
be
can change the
done.
subject.
So
Go ahead,
you
go ahead.
you kind of are a victim. You're a victim.
All right.
All right, I just had to say it.
Oh no, what makes him a victim?
Because you became somebody based off of experiences you had versus conquering those experiences, or I don't know.
Can I say this?
Go ahead.
Can I say this? Okay. Now
Can it go back to everybody likes a layup?
That's true. Again, I'm not mad if I had a girl who giving me a hard time versus a girl who, oh, I want to do this to you sexually.
But wait a minute.
I'ma go this way.
Let's go back to the passport bro thing for a minute. Jason just said it's enough men out there complaining with the same problem. So
You didn't say that, did you?
Yeah.
yeah, he did say
Oh, I
that.
thought,
did.
okay.
Yeah, he said most
thought
men
he
are
had
complaining
names
with the
and
same problem. So
He's about to rescue me. I'm not a victim.
Go ahead.
does that mean all men are victims in that case if they running overseas to do the same
He's
thing?
cooking right now.
I'm a
You
fly
better
on the
listen to
wall.
him.
I'm a
No,
fly
no,
on the
no.
wall.
He's cooking right now. You better talk.
I'm
you
good.
better
No,
answer that.
I'm just trying to make it make sense for a minute because if we want to call him a victim, are all men victims if it comes
I
to
feel like you
us?
just kind of, to a degree. I'm not gonna say you caved into your experiences and your surroundings, but you didn't. Am I really? Another question. Do a lot of people in our community look down on people who mess with black men who mess with white women from your perspective?
I don't know and I don't care. I like who I like, and
That's your
who I
love.
like
Love is love.
ain't got nothing to do with you, or you.
I'm just saying. Have
Just
you?
just in general.
I'm saying, but you
only
even said
people-
the girl made a comment. Have other people made comments and experience? I mean, I know you don't care. You
It's
just gonna
mostly
brush
the
it
black
off.
girls. It's mostly the black
Yeah.
girls. Black dudes, they're like, yo, I gotta tell them. I got a couple friends like, yo, you gotta introduce me to a white girl. I need to try a white girl.
Yeah, I have that too.
I
the
think,
time,
and
all the time,
it's so
all the
crazy
time.
because I have heard that happen before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the time. I get it all the time. Hey, you gotta introduce me to a white girl. All right.
And that is a thing.
It is.
That is a thing. I hate to say it, but hey, and it start with me and it ain't gonna end with me either.
See?
So I understand, but his perspective is you got PTSD, which is a valid statement because you went back to that story like that, and that was a long time ago.
I think
Because I'll never forget that.
Yes, sir.
I'll never forget that.
Yeah,
no,
that's
I'll
fine.
never
I'm
forget
saying
that.
it's a
Yeah.
catalyst. It altered your trajectory a little bit, at least mentally. You're supposed to be.
Obviously, I was already on that path. She was, like I said, she was giving me a hard time about the white girls.
Yeah.
But then said that in the same
You
breath.
reinforce your thought.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But-
it was.
But you also, again, on one hand, you could be a victim. On another hand, you didn't, to a degree, let cave in. You still chose to be who you want to be.
I give you one caveat though. When I lived in Canada though, there was a couple black girls I used to mess with. But in all fairness, were they really black?
Mentally.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like the
'Cause
Canadian black girl ain't gonna be the U.S. black girl.
You definitely right about that. I've been.
Because in reality,
You've
You've experienced it.
Yeah.
Which is so crazy.
It's not a color thing. it's a culture thing.
It's
Yeah,
a mental.
it's-
It's,
yeah,
a,
yeah.
it's mental.
It's
Yeah.
completely.
I think it's more what he's saying. It's a culture.
So it's
thing
not
than
them
it
being black; it's how they being raised and how they being bred.
And how they treat you and
Yeah.
just how they overall think.
Now,
Yeah.
now,
Like,
it's-
all right, another example for me. I don't know how many times y'all been out, y'all seen a black couple together. Black dude don't look like he happened to be there at all. She looked like she been on his nerves the whole entire time. Conversely, you see a black dude out with a white girl, 9 times out of 10, they probably got a smile on their face when they out.
I don't pay attention to other couples, but you might be true.
I would say, let me just say this: I seen some content on the internet where they did compare that to, and it's a little truth, some truth to that. To a
No, there's a
degree.
lot of truth to that.
Okay.
You know,
No, there's a lot of truth.
because I can't speak on it myself because I never had a relationship with anybody other than the black girl.
Have you been?
That's
in
why.
a
That's why I
rela-
can't speak on that.
Have you been? Have either of you been?
And
in
look,
a
I said,
rela-
oh,
Have either of you been in relationships with black women?
Yeah,
I took, all right,
that's always your
give me
story.
another. I
I'm
get
saying,
that.
but I'm saying, who do you feel like you, as a person, who do you feel like you grew more with? Did you grow more when you were with a black woman or with any other races? Or you just
Facts.
now again, I don't disagree with your lifestyles on who you choose to be with. That's on y'all. It's just
Now,
conversation.
I'll answer your question though. Like I said, I've been with my wife for 20 years.
Yes.
I'm 46. I've been with her damn near half my life. She's 41. I've been with her for half her life. So yeah.
So I got a question for you. You know, based on you say you and your wife, would it be fair to say open marriage? Would that be
Not
No.
open marriage.
no?
It's not open. It's open
So
for
just
him.
you do what you want to do.
Right. Right.
So I got to know one thing. A lot of women out there say, "I don't want to share my man," or this, that, and the other. What you got to say to women like that?
You're delusional. You're sharing anyway.
Enjoy being single.
So tell them, because I've been trying to not force the point, but I was explaining myself. I was trying to explain to a woman,
Don't
look
get
here.
yourself in trouble.
I was trying to say, look here. When you look at it, a woman don't want a man who ain't got no options.
Right.
So why is that a problem? Him having options when you just want to cuff him up all to yourself? It doesn't make any sense.
Right.
That's a double standard. How does that work?
That's their lifestyle.
But why though? That's what I'm trying to figure it out.
That's the way they was raised,
That's
man.
the way they raised.
That's the way they was raised.
Because
Zero accountability and tons of options. What would you do? You're like a toddler in a candy store with no parental supervision. It's the worst thing in the world.
So how would y'all raise y'all children different versus the way most kids are brought up
I
now?
have a daughter.
And do you feel like you raised her to be Canadian mentally, if you understand it, or anything other than what this what the general mentality is?
Well, you
for-
gotta understand, both of us have kids with mixed kids.
Okay.
So you're getting both sides of the culture.
Territory.
Yeah, everything. Like I feel like everything's covered because you're getting that white culture from your mom, you're getting that black culture from your dad.
Yeah.
So everything's already covered right there. Just having a mixed kid.
If y'all know the answer to this question, can y'all name me some artists both of your kids listen to?
Taylor Swift, both my kids, my little ones, they both my son.
Your
and my
son
daughter.
listens to Taylor
My
Swift?
10-year-old son and my daughter listen to Taylor Swift. They love Taylor Swift. I had to
Wow.
make them a little flash drive to plug into the car so they can listen to Taylor Swift songs.
So if
wow.
I play Tupac, would they say, "Who is this?"
100%. Dude,
Oh wow,
my kids is 10.
it's still Tupac.
My,
though.
my youngest son, my oldest son actually knows all the rap songs that I listen to. My oldest son, he's like 23.
What do you listen to?
So I still listen to, I listen to old school shit, but I also listen to the new stuff just because I gotta keep up.
Oh yeah,
with
you
the
do.
new
Yeah, I
shit,
keep
you know what I'm
forgetting.
saying? So I listen to a little bit of everything. Like there's even rock and roll mixed into my playlist just because, again, we're after work. So you're gonna get several genres of music out of me just being around me. That's my kids.
And as for you, what do your children listen to? Some artists.
So I only have one daughter.
Okay, sir.
And so she listens to Taylor Swift. That's like one of her favorites. Melanie Martinez. I mean, she listens to a lot of different things. So, like even for myself, I have a very I listen to goth, pop, rap, rock.
so you listen to it all as long as it
I
has
listen to it all. So I've been to industrial concerts, clubs. You know, I've done stuff like that for years. I've
Right.
always been very open like that.
Now, can I ask both of you guys a question? Now, do both of you have daughters or just you?
You know, we both have.
My youngest is
You got two boys and a girl.
I got two
I
boys
got one girl.
Okay, I just want to know a question. Like, when it comes to your daughter and dating, like, what type of advice would you tell them, about men or how to treat a man or stuff like that?
I tell my daughter, don't date anybody that's like me. If I think he's like me, I'm gonna let her know. No, that ain't the one.
And what is like you exactly? He can't be a DJ or what is it?
Yo, if you ain't figured it out by now,
A whore.
He just pretty much said.
Like, it could have been several like me's. A guy who doesn't eat pork. I don't, it's just.
I don't eat pork. You know what the funny part is?
What?
I don't eat pork.
Okay, see.
Nothing. Me neither.
I have slept in some bacon.
I eat other white meat, just not that.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
What about you, Jason?
For me, I mean, the one thing, you just need to have somebody who is secure and has a path that they're set and following their goals. If you find somebody that's committed to outcomes, then you're typically going to find somebody that's a guiding force and that they have a love for God, then you'll be fine. If you follow principles in the Bible, you'll be fine. When it comes to, you need to be submissive as a wife, but that's just what goes along with it. As long as you follow principles in the Bible, you'll be fine.
Do you think fathers today, they not mothers but fathers, do you think they also engineer their daughters to take on the mindset of you don't need no man?
Well, I think right now you have a society that's built around pandering to women. That's why you have the problems you have. Men that are meant to lead are not leading. They're basically following. I mean, how many times do you see the dude coming in, he carrying the kids, the woman walking ahead of him? That's not even the way that's supposed to work. The whole reason why you open in the door is that you're checking the surroundings to make sure they're safe so she can walk through. She shouldn't be leading you, you lead her.
How do you think we got here?
Single-parent homes, society.
That's feminism, a lot of different things. I mean, you take the major way we got here is that you took the God equation out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you don't have anything to answer to, then you answer to yourself. Then you come to God within yourself. That's a recipe for destruction as it is.
And you know what, you mainly hit on that topic right there. Well, what you got? You got something to answer that?
No, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say what I want to say.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, go for it.
I love to hear it. Come on.
Cook.
I don't believe in religion.
Agnostic.
No, atheist, whatever you want to call it. I don't know.
I'm sorry, yeah.
Oh,
atheist, yeah.
Whatever you want to call it. So like, everything he says is cool, but I'm good on that one.
Yeah,
But maybe I do.
He's
Maybe,
been blessed so much.
Okay, let me-
maybe I do have a
He
God
doesn't
complex
understand.
though.
Can I ask you a question? Afterlife. What do you think happens after this that we're experiencing?
The world still goes on.
I'm saying
People
to you,
remember you.
for you, your soul, your
Find out when I get there.
consciousness.
I ain't worried about it. I'll find out when I get there. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Also, I got another question for the as far as you being in the field that you're in.
Mm-hmm.
The new girl. There's always a new girl that comes in, want to dance and this that, and the other.
Mm-hmm.
How do they even get the new girl to get there? Does she?
They bring themselves in most of the time.
Also, it's no application process, none of that. I always wanted to know.
And did you ever watch that show
Wait.
Tell the Tales?
Hold on, wait.
Oh, what?
You think there's an application, like you gotta fill out an application to be a dancer?
I always thought it was just like that scene in the Players Club. You remember when Diamond walks in?
No.
She turned around and they were like, "Damn, she got ass."
ID, valid ID, and hopefully you pretty. And that's it.
That's the application. Looks.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Y'all ever watch that show P Valley?
I have.
It ain't nothing. Is it similar to that, or is it beside the Uncle Clifford part?
I think that's more the black clubs. Because like I said, I work at Trump's and I work at Henry's. They're not considered urban clubs. So some of that stuff, some of the situations that actually, you know what, night shift has been like that. I've heard at Trump's, but for the most part, no. I haven't had to deal with it.
Okay.
Well, that makes sense.
Now, what's the difference from a white club and a black club? Is it just music, or urban clubs? Is it just the music, or what's the difference?
It's the music, the environment, staff,
No.
dancers. It ain't gonna be a lot of twerking and shaking ass and all that other stuff that you see.
That's what's supposed to happen at it.
Yeah, but some of these girls, they just like a lot of these girls actually just do pole tricks, or they just parade around stage looking for somebody the next victim.
What is a pole trick? I'm not.
You don't know what a pole trick is?
I really
You've never
don't.
seen-
I really don't.
You've never seen a girl flip on a pole and like her legs up
They
in
be-
the air?
they be
Oh,
spinning
yeah,
around and all
okay,
that.
okay.
Yeah.
That's a pole trick.
Okay.
They actually got names for them. I don't know the names. Don't ask me the names.
Yeah, I don't.
But they got names for them. Girl told me, "Oh, I know how to do it." Da da da. I'm like,
You should make the application where it has like little pictures. Start handing those out. That'd be funny. Can you do this? Can you do that? I mean, it's really your application.
What about quarterly reviews? Was that a thing?
Their reviews are nightly.
What
Aren't
the
they?
hell is it?
Tell the tales, y'all.
Hold
Tell
up,
the
man.
tales.
What the hell? What the hell?
I thought you knew them. I thought you knew them.
We'll be back right after
Yeah,
this quick
wait.
message.
Wait a minute.
I got it.
I thought you knew them.
You know what? I got a good question. I always wanted to know the answer to this.
Act
Women,
like it's a corporate job.
Hey.
Quarterly review.
but
Yes, bitch, go to the gynecologist. That's your quarterly
Yeah.
review. How about that? God damn.
I don't know the industry that well. I'm not that.
Quarterly review.
okay,
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I gotta know something. Okay, the main thing, both you guys' opinion. A lot of women like going to other women's strip clubs, for what I've been told, than going to a male strip club.
Wait, time out. Say that again?
Women, like regular
A
women.
lot of the girls when they come to the TV.
Okay.
Yeah, this is what I know. This has been a trend over the past couple years where you see, regular women. They say they'd rather go to another women's strip club and see women strip. A lot of times, their whole reasoning for doing that, they say they like going there for the food, strictly for the food.
Oh, Trump's got great food. This is not an advertisement, by the way, but Trump's has some of the best food in the Metro Detroit area. Just want to let you know that.
Yeah, but what I've been told in the
And
strip,
chops are delicious.
the women love to see other women shake ass right in front of them.
I didn't hear what you said.
The pasta.
Oh, go ahead.
Alfredo,
Alfredo,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, I said women love seeing other women shake ass right in front of them more than they do. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, I see it all the time.
I'll say this though: women, they still charge you at the door. They don't get in for free.
Oh, they don't get it for free.
No, because y'all women. I forgot what the reason was.
I'll tell you one better. At Henry's, women can't come in by themselves. They gotta be accompanied by another male.
Yeah.
You can't even come in by yourself as a woman and try to throw money and all that stuff. Trump's you can, Henry's you can't.
Is there a reason why?
I never got a full reason, but I think part of it is taking attention away from the dancers. They think they got a lot of old school mentalities about women and just other people coming in the club. Like they're funny about other people, like other dancers or other employees from other clubs around the area coming in, because they think they're gonna try and steal dancers. So I mean,
Oh, you mean staff from other companies?
yeah.
How do they? Everybody know each other? It's like a network.
Yeah. Plus, I've worked, dude. You know how many strip clubs I've worked at?
I don't know.
At least 5.
Okay.
So I can't walk into a strip club and not know somebody. He's never walked into a strip club with me and I not known somebody.
Okay.
I went out with a dude probably about a year ago. It was a customer that comes into Trump's. He wanted to go down to what's the one downtown? Legends?
Yeah, the three. Yeah.
Yeah, Legends. He literally said to
I
me,
don't know what I'm talking about.
He literally said to me, I picked this club because I wanted to go somewhere where I think nobody knows you. We got to the door. We was about to pay cover. Manager called, oh, Brian, what's up? Don't worry about them. I got them. Just tip her. This motherfucker looked at me like, are you serious? You know someone here too? He was pissed. But it'd be like that. When you work in the industry as long as I have, because I've been in it for like 15 years, you go to build relationships and there goes that word again. See? Another reason why I use the word relationship. The relationship, you're gonna build relationships. You're gonna build relationships. with other
Homieship
people.
or homieship?
You just don't want to. All right,
Go ahead. No,
Go
relationship. Go ahead.
I want to hear the rest of the story.
No, but you build relationships. So, yeah, I'm gonna know people at other clubs. You're gonna know who that person is. No, that person don't need to come in here. That one's cool. She's a problem. She's cool. You're gonna know these people when they come in.
So let me ask you this:
Go ahead.
what was the craziest night in the strip club you ever had?
I don't know. What's the night I blacked out? Apparently, I
A
cussed
lot
out.
of them.
No, wait. I cussed out on my birthday. Apparently, I cussed out me and my wife's ex, and I got carried to the car, and he literally had to put me in my bed. He had to carry me and put me in my bed because I passed out.
Is that true, Jason?
Twice.
Twice?
2 years in a row.
Say on your birthday 2 years in a row?
Yeah.
On my birthday.
Wow. What do you
Got
drink?
that
What do
drink.
you drink?
A
Crumb
lot.
apples.
A lot.
A lot.
Have you ever had to terminate anybody? For some reason it was you who had to do it.
Oh, several times. I was a manager for a while at one of the clubs, and I had to fire a couple dancers. I had to fire. Actually, you know what? I had to fire door